I just want to first say I absolutely love making love. So um, that's always something that's very masculine. But I actually liked what Darwin said. Um, Love, true love, when you can do it, is going outside of yourself and be willing to sacrifice. Now, society will tell you to do every which thing, go every which way. But at the end of the day, you have to understand where you are, who you are, and what you're capable of.
All these tender lover, Eric Benet barefoot burning candle. What the? Yo, do not get that word confused with nothing. Masculine ain't got nothing to do with love, strength, courage, leadership.
That's your opinion, sir.
Okay, you don't come up on a group of men telling you I make love. Come on, you lost me. So,
That's
so,
also your opinion, sir.
so, yeah,
I just
that's
did it.
that's that's why we on
That's
a
some
panel.
masculine
Give
shit.
our opinions. So,
Hmm.
so, so here we go.
I'm
Strength,
listening.
courage, leadership. Viz the poet gave poetic inference. That does not denote love, which is vulnerability. That got nothing to do with you being masculine. To be a masculine man, you following your purpose.
Most masculine men have the courage to love. And I think men who are insecure, who are hollow in their masculinity, want to be worshiped. But men who are rich and mature in their manhood know the power of loving. It's different than wanting to be loved. It's actually having the courage to love.
Absolutely, man. I want to say it was Jordan Peterson that said something along the lines of a dangerous man is a man that can love. Um, Simply by acknowledging the power that we have as men, and being able to contain that beast out of compassion or love for others. So I 100% agree with what he just said with that. Um, is being able to not be fearful on taking on that risk of what may come, and if whatever risk may come, facing it head on. You know, so I think I agree with what he was saying for sure.
Okay. We'll go to you, Darwin. In your experience, have you found that embracing love has enhanced or challenged your sense of masculinity, and why?
I would say it enhanced it. The reason why I would say it enhanced it because loving is a form of sacrifice. That means that you're expressing a feeling or a care for something that's greater than that, maybe greater than yourself. So it's gonna take some type of it's gonna put some type of enhancement on your masculinity and make you look at things as okay, this is the bottom line, you know what I'm saying? By all means necessary, I gotta make sure X, Y, and Z is taken care of. And if it ain't, I'm gonna do whatever I can. I'm gonna do whatever I can to make it happen. Even if I miss a meal, I lose sleep, or a lot of the things that I desire or want for myself may not come. That takes a real. You really gotta internalize that in yourself to be able to make a sacrifice like that. So in it of itself, I would say would be an enhancement on your masculinity. But I can also see how loving a woman, the results and the interaction between loving a woman could kind of challenge your masculinity. Because depending on what woman you're dealing with, she could, you know, push you or motivate you or influence you in a certain way where you try to cater to her sensitivity. And you can't be all hoorah and all, straightforward and logical. You actually gotta be you got to have that emotional connection. So you're gonna have to tap into a little softer side of yourself. So I could see, and there might be some better words to represent what I'm saying, but I could see why that would be challenging for some people who love somebody as far as their masculinity.
I think if I could say this real quick too, one thing that I've learned, especially in my later years, was the power in vulnerability. Not only with my spouse, but with family, with my loved ones, and however that may look for men. I think that there's so much power in vulnerability, but especially as Black men, growing up in the hood, showing vulnerability can get you killed. You know what I'm saying? Or unalived. So there's that thin line of knowing, when to show it, when not to show it, but being mature enough to know and understand the power in it.
I'm gonna go to you, the Manic Genius. Have you encountered any resistance or pushback from peers or society when expressing love in ways that diverge from traditional masculine norms?
To answer it in short, yes. Um, I just want to first say I absolutely love making love. So um, that's always something that's very masculine. But I actually liked what Darwin said. Um, Love, true love, when you can do it, is going outside of yourself and be willing to sacrifice. Now, society will tell you to do every which thing, go every which way. But at the end of the day, you have to understand where you are, who you are, and what you're capable of. And, that takes, self reflection and, digging deep, sometimes introspection to find out, where you want to go and to define that vision. So a lot of times people won't understand that vision. And it's not for them to understand. It's for you to go through the process and that journey and build up your maturity and masculinity. And so love is a part of that process. Because as Viz the poet said, and I think what Jordan Peterson was trying to get at is a man who understands the beast that he has within and can tame that beast is the most powerful man. So I think that most people in society don't have their shit together. And so if you listen to society, they will have you going every which way, depending on what room you step in. And that's not masculine.
Okay. What's wrong, Kenny P?
All these tender lover, Eric Benet barefoot burning candle. What the yo? Do not get that word confused with nothing. Masculine ain't got nothing to do with love, strength, courage, leadership.
That's your opinion, sir.
Okay. You don't come up on a group of men telling you I make love. Come on, you lost me.
That's also your opinion, sir.
Yeah,
I just did it.
That's why we're on
That's
a
some
panel.
masculine
Give
shit.
our opinions. So here we go. Strength, courage, leadership. Viz the poet gave poetic inference. That does not denote love, which is vulnerability. That got nothing to do with you being masculine. To be a masculine man, you following your purpose. Vulnerability and love is a whole different subsect of things.
I think you missed my point. My point was referencing Darwin and understanding that
You're
sometimes
internalizing.
when
I'm
you
giving
love,
my point of view.
when you love, you can put people above yourself. You can put your vision above yourself. You can make sacrifice. And that's what I'm saying. Masculine men know how to lead and they know how to make sacrifice. So there, I just did it. I
You heard what you
incorporated love,
did? You led with
masculinity.
love, not masculinity.
It doesn't matter what I lead with. I incorporated all together.
No. What do you lead with? If I'm a tender lover and I'm on that battlefront with Shannon, he don't want me there. Guess what he want? He want that dog of war. He don't want
Yeah, I mean,
nobody
that's a
with
different
vulnerability.
situation.
He don't want the
Okay.
guy in Private Ryan that watched his man get killed and crumble by the steps. He don't want that. He want this.
Well,
Hey,
when
but
you're
the only
when
man
outside of war, hold on,
That
outside
ain't
of
got
war,
nothing to do with
when you're
love, tender
Y'all hear
lover.
clap?
when you're developing a vision for your family,
Sir, put on some boots. Stop
you
burning that
have to
aromatherapy.
have love, and you have to have
Oh,
self-love.
wait, hold on. Let me get him on this one. So I think the only way for that man to be on the front line like that is that he has to have a love for something. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Listen,
Facts.
too much
Something greater
poetry.
than himself.
He
Too
has
much poetic
he has
inference.
Checkmate.
You want a
Mm.
dog.
that's
Hey, let
just
him
a
cook.
fact, bro.
Okay, yeah,
If
let me
if
finish.
you get if you got the dog, if you got the dog in you for something, there has to be some type of fire,
Mhm.
some type of love, some type of
Mhm.
passion behind it
Mhm.
that's
And
gonna make
I
you get out
disagree.
there
I want to get
and do it.
home.
Hold on, let me
Cook.
finish. Let me finish. So even like with the scene that you used the
Hold on.
reference
Hold on.
with
Hold on. If you want to get home, you shouldn't be on the battlefield anyway.
let me finish this. Even with the reference you use of Saving Private Ryan, my man's watching him. You know what I'm saying? Get the knife pushed into him,
What's
and he
with these
just
light
sitting
skinned
there
dudes? Yeah,
whimpering. Right?
We be cooking, man.
The
you
only
Welcome to
bugging.
2024.
You use
that man
smooth
sitting there
lotion.
watching him do
Just
that.
trying to
Oh,
say
yeah,
something.
let me
Come on,
finish.
fellas, y'all being real rude to Viz. Come on, man.
My bad.
The only way that man is sitting there watching him do that is because he don't have that passion, that fire, that love in him for his fellow man. You know what I'm saying? His comrade. So I want a motherfucker that's passionate, that's full of love, and that shit is burning in them on my side with me at the front line.
May I
No deal.
respond to that? Shannon, if I'm standing side to side of you and we at the breach, do you want me emotional or you want me to cut off all of that and get to work?
Emotion and love is that's two
Completely
different
different
things, bro.
things.
Okay.
Mm.
It's love and emotion.
It is an
It's
emotion.
one of many
So
emotions.
you just contradicted what you
No,
said.
I didn't. Emotional intelligence is the same thing as love.
Okay,
Can you be in love and have
Viz
emotional
just
intelligence?
said it's not. Then he contradicted himself. Once I said, is love and emotion? He said yes.
I don't
I'm
think you
saying
understand what you just asked, and I don't think you
No,
understand what he said.
I'm pretty sure you weren't listening intently. If you have
This
a
is
question
not an
directly
emotion.
to answer, ask me. I can answer. Don't
Okay.
piggyback another man's thing. That's Viz the poet.
Okay. If he's right, then
right.
he's right. I
So
can acknowledge somebody being right.
like I said, with in that context, a person that loves something, I'm not, and they on the front line. That you referencing in the sense of oh my God, I don't want to kill this person, I don't want to unalive this person, or you know what I'm saying, like
You're making my point.